ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to beautiful Bakersfield, California at the dirt track at Kern County Raceway Park for round number 1 of the B-Main Bandits Racing League, featuring the cars and the stars of the Outlaw Micro Sprints and Midget Series. Final practice is just getting ready to wrap up here. 17 cars checked in the Midget division. Short field of 7 cars in the Micro Sprints on the little track in the infield. So either way, it will be something exciting to watch. So a beautiful day here on the west coast at Kern County Raceway, 78 degrees, partly cloudy skies. The racetrack you're going to see in action tonight, a little under 3/8 of a mile in length for the Midgets. The Micro Sprints utilizing the 1/8 mile infield course. And qualifying just about wrapped up. We'll take a look at the final standings for qualifying. Ryland Gray laying down the fast lap, 14.261. 17 cars checked in tonight, several race teams represented, a couple of privateers, and even have one driver from the land down under. Up next, we roll right into heat race action. Rolling straight into heat race number 1 for the Midgets. Starting on the pole, we're going to have Mike Henry Jr. coming to you out of the Garden State of New Jersey. To his outside, out of Spencerville, Ohio, going to be the Miller Time Motorsports W machine, the number 11 of Byron Gay. Inside of row number 2, going to be the Indy Race Parts Esports, number 71 of Wade Fields. To his outside, the number 06 of Ryland Gray. Quick qualifier for tonight, sitting fourth with the 4-car invert for the heat races. And the final row, inside row number 3, Joey Smith out of LaPorte, Texas. And to his outside, the AMT Racing Services, number 69 of Austin Thornton out of Joplin, Missouri. There we go. Mike Henry, Byron Gay lead the field into turn number 3, out of turn number 4. Green flags in the air, and we're racing. Season underway here at Kern. Mike Henry into the wall, into turn number 1. 3 wide, 4 position behind, out of turn number 2. Gray on the bottom, Fields in the middle. Austin Thornton throwing his hat in the ring, feeding the right rear to Byron Gay for the 5th spot. Mike Henry maintaining the lead down the back straightaway, turn number 2. Gray working the bottom, trying to show the nose, try to get in front and run away in a hurry. Austin Thornton up to the 4th spot. Joey and Byron battling out, not finished last. Thornton with his sights set on Fields. And up front, give that lap to Ryland Gray. Gray now out front. Gray choosing to stick to the bottom. Henry trying to run the middle, trying to find the grip. As you can see, the track already slicking off after practice and qualifying here. Starting to string out just a little bit as we're going around here. Kind of single filed out around the Kern County Raceway. Only battle on track right now between Wade Fields and Austin Thornton for the 3rd spot. Austin trying that slider line, trying to keep the momentum up. Fields with a good drive off, and Austin's into the fence in the back straightaway. Keeps it going in the right direction. We stay green as the white flag is out for Ryland Gray. Gray down the back straightaway into 3, out of turn number 4, stuck to the bottom the whole race, and he's going to take the checkered flag in heat race number 1. Mike Henry in 2nd, Wade Fields in 3rd, Byron Gay 4th, Austin Thornton in 5th, and Joey Smith bowing out early, 4 laps down, rounds out your field of 6. Heat race number 2 now on track. Starting on the pole, going to be Roman Gephardt out of New Lebanon, Ohio, the number 17 machine. To his outside, going to be the league owner, Andrew Thornton out of Granbury, Texas, driving the number 31. Inside of row number 2 is going to be the SSR Sim Sports out of Troy, Indiana. It's going to be Mr. Bruce Klingen. To his outside, 71 of Noah Bowman out of Springfield, Illinois, representing Indy Race Parts Esports. Inside of the final row, also representing SSR, is going to be Brandon Garman out of Jacksonville, Illinois, and rounding out the field is going to be Ted York out of Camden, New York. The 09 machine, also representing SSR. Half the field here, represented by the SSR folks. Roman Gephardt, Andrew Thornton going to lead the field into turn number 3 and out of turn number 4. Green flag's out. We're green for heat race number 2. Gephardt off to a really good jump. Trying to stay ahead of the rest of the field. 2x2, not so much 3 wide as we saw in the first heat. Most people favoring the top side. Bruce Klingen trying to make a move for the second spot, unable to do so. Contact Klingen and Bowman together. And I do believe that's going to draw our first caution. So here we go, coming back to green. Roman Gephardt still out front. Thornton in second. Ted York up to the 3rd spot after the mishap. We're back underway. Heat race number 2. Got 5 laps to go. Gephardt still out front. Side by side battle in the back between Brandon Garman and Bruce Klingen, a couple of the SSR representatives. Still side by side. Klingen slams the door on him, takes the 4th spot away from him. Now working on Ted York. Klingen trying to find the momentum to get around Ted York. Gephardt still out front, unable to make a run on it. Using the slider line, just like his younger brother in heat race number 1. Same result. Little to no avail. York and Klingen still battling side by side. We've now got 3 to go in heat race number 2. York keeping momentum up on the high side. Once again, we've got him single filed out around the Kern County Raceway. Thornton makes a little bit of contact with the wall. 2 to go. York now closing the gap on 2nd place. Out of turn number 4. White flag is in the air one more time around for Roman Gephardt. York slides it in a bit deep. Gets a good run on turn number 2. Thornton protects with the slider line. Klingen on the bottom. Gephardt's going to win. Thornton second. Give it to Klingen at the stripe over Ted York for 3rd. David Garman in 5th, and Noah Bowman on pit road rounds out the field. Third and final heat race for the B-Main Bandits Midgets coming at you. Starting on the pole is going to be the 18 of Josh Anders out of Verdon, Illinois, representing White Knuckle Setup Shop, WV Creative, and Wolf Speed Media. To his outside is going to be last season's 4-crown champion, the Wonder Boy, Jackson McLean out of Paris, Tennessee. Inside of row number 2, from the land down under, that's going to be Craig Sheeran out of Sydney, Australia. The car not gridded was scheduled to start 4th in this. It's going to be Kevin Allen not making the call. And rounding out the field from Anadarko, Oklahoma, Ryan Paget, fresh out of his stay in the hospital. Glad to see him with us. And competing for wins in the midget category tonight. So we're going to go 4 cars this time for 8 laps. Around the Kern County Raceway, Josh Anders and Jackson McLean going to lead the field to the green. And green flag is out. Anders to the bottom, along with the other 2. Jackson, the only one on the high side, got the momentum down the back straightaway. Give it to McLean into turn number 3. Paget trying to run like Ryland Gray, right on that berm on the inside. Paget sticking to the bottom. Now Anders goes up top. Sheeran stays to the bottom behind Paget. Jackson throwing a slider line, trying to block any run from anybody coming up from behind him. throws the big slider on Anders, unable to make it stick. About gets Paget in the process. Paget tiptoeing, running what we were calling the joy ball. Jackson keeping it wound up on the high side. Paget throws the slider. Jackson gets on the brakes, crosses him over. Down the back straightaway. Both cars down low into turn number 3. Paget stays on the bottom. Jackson washes up high to keep the momentum up. Into turn number 1. Same thing. Jackson with the slider line. Paget getting the grip on the bottom. Fighting it being tight off exit though. Now Jackson on the cushion and really hauling. Give it to McLean this time by 3 laps to go. Paget throws the slider. Jackson crosses him over. Keep it. Now both cars down low. Paget even lower. Makes it work. 2 laps to go. Ryan Paget your leader now. McLean in second. Sheeran third. Anders in fourth. Coming down to it, white flag one more time. McLean has the lead this time. Paget crosses him over. And like a game of limbo, how low can you go? Oh, they make contact. Jackson muscles him out of the way. Sheeran about capitalizes. Jackson McLean going to win heat race number 3. Ryan Paget in second, Craig Sheeran third. And Josh Anders rounding out the field. And with that, that'll complete our heat race action. How about we hop over and check out our Micro Sprint Division A main. So you can see a short field of cars for the Bull Ring here at Kern County Raceway. On the pole was Wade Fields, Noah Bowman to his outside, Byron Gay and Andrew Thornton in row 2, Jackson McLean and Austin Thornton in row 3, Mike Henry and Joey Smith scheduled to be in row number 4. And as you can see, the Thornton boys get together. Mike Henry goes for a ride early and brings out the first yellow almost immediately. Coming back to green was a complete restart. Fields and Bowman on the front row. Fields slides up across Bowman's nose. A little bit of contact with McLean. Gay and Thornton split him each way. Down a back straightaway. Laps click off in a hurry here on the Bull Ring. Only an eighth of a mile around. These cars moving in excess of 65, almost 70 miles an hour on the straightaways here. See the real battle mid-pack between Bowman, the Thornton boys, and Joey Smith. They're hanging out in the back with the 50 machine. Thornton boys get together once again. Stay green though. Had a long green flag run for about 12 laps. Had a good battle for position going on between Byron Gay and Andrew Thornton. And Austin Thornton and Joey Smith really kept it going until they got together there out of turn number 4 and brought out our second yellow of the evening. Coming back to green with 15 to go. Wade Field still leading. Jackson McLean in second. McLean finally got his first shot at the lead with 13 to go. Austin Thornton and Joey Smith get together going into turn number 3. Both cars get pointed the right direction. We stayed green. With 8 to go, Wade Fields fires it in, makes contact with McLean. Both cars start to spin. Fields goes behind the front straightaway wall, comes to a stop in the infield for fear of bringing out the caution. Noah Bowman slips by on the outside, leaving McLean and Thornton to give chase. Coming down 3 laps to go. McLean starting to reel in Bowman. Thornton hanging back about a second and a half behind. 2 laps to go. The 2 leaders working the high side. McLean goes for a slide job. Almost clears it. White flag's out. McLean goes way down low. Gets past Bowman on the back straightaway. Comes to a stop mid-corner. Bowman has trouble gathering it up. Thornton squeaks by on the outside to bring home the second place finish. Your winner, Jackson McLean, out of Paris, Tennessee. Second place, out of Granbury, Texas, Andrew Thornton in the 31. And Noah Bowman, out of Springfield, Illinois, rounding out your podium in the number 71. Now, next week, you will see the micros on the same quarter-mile track as the midgets at Lima Land Motorsports Park. But there's your finishing order. Jackson McLean, Andrew Thornton, Noah Bowman, Austin Thornton, Byron Gay, Wade Fields, Joey Smith, Thomas Rowdy, and Mike Henry Jr. unable to make the field. Ladies and gentlemen, it is showtime here at Kern County Raceway, round number 1 of the B-Main Bandits Summer Series, featuring the mighty Midgets. 17 cars on hand, going 30 laps around this 1/3 mile oval here in Bakersfield, California. And your starting lineup looks like this. Starting shotgun on the field tonight out of Springfield, Illinois, the Indy Race Parts Esports, number 71B of Noah Bowman. Starting 16th tonight out of LaPorte, Texas, the 5150 Racing, AMT Racing Services, and Jackson McLean Racing, number 50 of Joey Smith. Inside of row number 8, it's going to be the number 16 machine. Coming to you out of Springfield, Illinois, is going to be Kevin Allen. Starting outside of row number 7 tonight, the 018 machine, coming to you from Jacksonville, Illinois, representing SSR Elite, Brandon Garman. To his inside, out of Joplin, Missouri, the AMT Racing Services, Jackson McLean Racing, and 5150 Racing, number 69 of Austin Thornton. Outside of row number 6, it's going to be the 18 machine of Josh Anders out of Verdon, Illinois, representing White Knuckle Setup Shop, WB Creative, and Wolf Speed Media. To his inside, starting in the 11th spot tonight, it's going to be the 09 machine of Ted York out of Camden, New York, also representing SSR Elite. And now getting into your top 10, starting outside of row number 5 tonight, out of Spencerville, Ohio, representing the Miller Time Motorsports, the number 11 of Byron Gay. And to his inside, all the way from the other side of the world, the number 72 machine is going to be Craig Sheeran out of Sydney, Australia. Starting 8th tonight, your quick qualifier and heat race number 1 winner, the gray auto number 06 of Rylan Gray. Scheduled to start to his inside in the 7th position, but he seems to be the only car missing from the grid. That's going to be the 17 machine of Roman Gephardt out of New Lebanon, Ohio. Starting outside of row number 3 tonight, last season's 4-crown winner and midget champion, the Wonder Boy, Jackson McLean out of Paris, Tennessee. To his inside, starting 5th, longtime runner with the B-Main Bandits Racing League, the number 92 out of New Jersey is Mike Henry Jr. Starting outside of row number 2 tonight, the league owner out of Granbury, Texas, and last season's asphalt sprint car champion, Andrew Thornton. Starting to his inside, coming to you out of Anadarko, Oklahoma, the Aces of Sim Sports, Scott Thomason Racing, number 98, that's going to be Ryan Paget. And to your front row, coming to you out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana, the Indy Race Parts Esports, number 71 of Wade Fields. And starting on the pole tonight, out of Troy, Indiana, representing SSR Elite, is going to be the 21 of Bruce Klingon. 16 cars, 30 laps tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 3-wide virtual thrill ride of the B-Main Bandits Midget League. As the field works its way into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, Bruce Klingon, Wade Fields going to bring the field to the green. Green flag's out. We're racing here at Kern County Raceway. Clinging with the big jump into turn number 1. The rest of the field's jockeying for position behind him. We're 3 and 4 wide through the field. 4 wide off of turn number 4, lap number 1 for the 5th spot. Give it to Jackson McLean this time. 3 wide again, right behind him. Gray, Henry, and Sheeran, all wheel to wheel. Fields working the high side, Paget down on the bottom, just like he was in the heat race. Klingon really washes out there in turn number 2. And they make contact down the back straightaway. Klingon hops the rear wheel of Paget. Wade Fields trying to stay smooth and steady on the top side of the racetrack. Whole gaggle of cars behind him. Rylan Gray following suit with Ryan Paget, staying right on the bottom as they continue to battle 3 and 4 wide. Their turns number 1 and 2 on lap 5. Every single possible racing line being used here at the Kern County Raceway. Paget still out front, Fields in second. McLean trying to make a move for third. Gray holds on, goes to the bottom and turns 3 and 4. Now Jackson McLean and Bruce Klingon side by side for the 4th spot. Andrew Thornton right there on his back bumper. Paget and Gray hold through to that low line. Now Gray comes off the bottom line, trying to find a run on Wade Fields. Nothing doing yet. Paget sticking to the bottom, getting a great run off the bottom, maintains the lead as we start working lap 9. Andrew Thornton and Jackson McLean side by side battling for the 5th spot. And we got a yellow. First one of the evening. See if we can take a look here what happened to bring out our first yellow of the evening. Austin Thornton and Byron Gay banging wheels back to back. Short slider from Thornton puts a Gay up in the fence and draws the first yellow of the season for the B-Main Bandits. As Barney the flagman signals 1 lap to go till we go back to green. Ryan Paget still your leader. Wade Fields in second. Rylan Gray third, Bruce Klingon fourth, Jackson McLean rounding out your top 5. Paget stands on the loud pedal, the whole field follows. We're back under green here in Kern County. Paget really committing to the bottom side of the speedway. Wade Fields and Rylan Gray battling for the 2nd spot. Klingon and McLean for 4th. Jackson takes the nose off of Klingon's car out of turn number 4. 2 very distinct lines working right here. See Andrew Thornton on the bottom side trying to mimic Paget, try to make some ground. Gray navigating the high side as we have another yellow flag. See what brought this one out. Couldn't find any incident on track, but what I did notice is right there, that is Roman Gephardt, a little tardy to the party. As he comes off the pit road and draws our 2nd yellow. As the pace truck dives off, Ryan Paget going to lead the field back to green. Rylan Gray right on his heels in second. Wade Fields running third. McLean fourth. Bruce Klingon to 5th now. Andrew Thornton in 6th. Bowman 7th. Henry 8th. Craig Sherman 9th. And Ted York rounding out your top 10. Paget stands on it. Green flag's out. We're back underway. Lap 11:30 here at Kern County. Paget slides up. Gray goes to cross him over. Got a race for the lead down the back straightaway. Give it to Gray into the turn. Paget scrubs a lot of speed to keep from getting into him. Rylan Gray's going to lead lap number 12. Paget on the bottom. Wade holding true on the high side. Now up to third past McLean. And the yellow is out once again. Cause for our third caution of the night. Incident between Andrew Thornton and Noah Bowman. See Bowman on the bottom. Thornton with a big run, goes to run the slider line. The left front tire just gets into Bowman. Thornton rolls topside, accepts his EOL penalty, and we'll move to the tail of the field for the restart. As we get ready to come back to green, Rylan Gray trying to make a perfect night out of this. Quick qualifier, won his heat race, looking to win the main event. Back on the loud pedal, we're green here at Kern once again. Paget right back to the bottom. He's got a run on the bottom. Gray finding the grip on the high side. Still holding strong in the third spot, Wade Fields. As once again we have another yellow flag. And our cause for our fourth caution on the restart here, Kevin Allen. Goes down, goes to the berm, gets real tight, and gets into the side of Byron Gay, collects Ted York, comes to a stop. Brings out our fourth yellow. Looks like no harm, no foul. Get it lined up and going once again. Here we go, coming back to green. Gray grabs a foot full. Here we go, coming to lap 15 of 30. Gray has a little bit of breathing room for the first time all night. Wade Fields and Ryan Paget get together. Fields gathers it back up, only loses a spot in the process. A little bit of contact with McLean and Klingon. Wild couple laps there. Craig Sheeran, the driver out of Australia, holding to the bottom just like Paget and Gray, trying to find his way towards the front. Currently running in the fifth spot. Sets his sights on Jackson McLean. Wade Fields trying to get those spots back. Paget's up over the berm. He's going to lose a handful of spots in the process. Sheeran to the bottom. McLean around the top. As we are under yellow once again. Seems we found the cause of our caution. Number 92 of Mike Henry down the front straightaway, grabs the wall with the right rear tire. Comes to a stop at the high side of turn number 1, brings out the yellow. Looks like very minimal damage, and Mike able to continue on. Here we go, coming back to green. Rylan Gray, Bruce Klingon, Jackson McLean, Craig Sheeran, and Ryan Paget, your top 5. Back underway, side-by-side battle for the second spot. McLean throws a short slider on Klingon. Makes it stick 4 wide out of turn number 2 for the second spot. All this, we still have over 10 laps to go. McLean now in second, Klingon third, Sheeran fourth. Paget holding to the bottom in fifth. Oh, and we're going to have another incident that's going to bring out a yellow. Jackson McLean and Wade Fields involved. Down the back straightaway, he catches the pit opening, gets into the wall in turn number 3. Can't get off the wall. Fields completely committed to the high side of the racetrack. Gets into Jackson, brings out the yellow. Fields to pit road. McLean back underway. Here we go, coming back to green. Rylan Gray, your leader. Bruce Klingon in second, Craig Sheeran in third. Gray's on a loud pedal. We're back underway. 11 laps to go. Craig Sheeran working the bottom side of the speedway. Same as Gray. Klingon trying to run that high side, man. It is getting to be a long way around. Noah Bowman making his way back through the field from the earlier incident. Working the high side of the racetrack, sets the sights on Paget and Sheeran. And we have another yellow. Definitely been a rough night for Kevin Allen. Allen misses the entrance to turn number 1, gets caught up on the wall of turns number 1 and 2. Toes to pit road, not before bringing out the yellow, unfortunately. So we'll get him restacked, and get him ready to go once again. So here we go, coming back to green one more time. Gray, Klingon, Sheeran, Paget, Bowman, your top 5. Joey Smith in 6th. Gray's on the loud pedal. We're back at it with 9 laps to go here at Kern. Sheeran looking to the inside of Klingon. Paget's got the bottom rolling. 3 wide for the 3rd spot out of turn number 2. Klingon keeping the momentum up. Sheeran running through the middle. Don't look now. There's Bowman on the high side. He goes 2 for 1 in turns 3 and 4. Put him to P3. Sheeran through the middle. Contending with Ryan Paget, who has stuck to that low line like glue for all 23 laps so far. Right behind Joey Smith, Andrew Thornton, Austin Thornton, and Jackson McLean all battling for position. Thornton looking around the high side, trying to get around Smith. He gets him this time down the front straightaway, move Thornton to the 6th spot. Craig Sheeran running in 5th. Just ahead. Noah Bowman trying to work on Bruce Klingon. Coming down, we got 4 laps to go. Bruce is in the fence. Keeps it going straight. Paget and Sheeran continuing to battle. 3 laps to go this time for Gray. Yellow flag is out. This time brought out by Byron Gay. Same thing as Mike Henry, gets caught up on the front straightaway wall just past the entrance pit road. Oh, and he jumps down and gets Josh Anders. Innocent bystander collects him, but that's going to bring out our yellow flag here. Going to set up a green, white, checkered finish. So here we come, back to green. One more time, green, white, checkered finish. Rylan Gray leading, Klingon 2nd, Bowman 3rd, Paget 4th, Craig Sheeran rounding out the top 5. Green flags in the air, we're going racing one more time here. Green to the high side, Paget first time to the high side all night. Noah Bowman slides Klingon for the 2nd spot. Coming down, white flag is out one more time around for Rylan Gray. Bowman's up to the fence. Klingon and Paget and Sheeran all by on the low side. Absolutely untouchable tonight. Quick qualifier, wins his heat race, and he's going to bring home the checkers in the first B-Main Bandits feature event of the season. Rylan Gray going to be your winner. Bruce Klingon started on the pole, moves back -1, finishes 2nd tonight, representing SSR Elite. And the big story, Noah Bowman started tailback on the field, made it all the way up to 5th or 6th spot, had an incident with Andrew Thornton earlier in the race, and he comes all the way back up to finish 3rd in this A main event. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to do it tonight here for us at the Kern County Raceway Park. Feature results, Rylan Gray sweeping a perfect night. Bruce Klingon in 2nd. Noah Bowman 3rd. Ryan Paget 4th. Craig Sheeran rounding out your top 5. Andrew Thornton, Joey Smith, Jackson McLean, and Mike Henry Jr. 6 through 9, Brandon Garman rounding out your top 10. Ted York, Austin Thornton, Josh Anders, Byron Gay, Kevin Allen, Roman Gephardt, and Wade Fields rounding out the 17-car field. We sure hope you enjoyed this racing action tonight, and we hope to see you next week as the Micro Sprints and the Midgets take on the quick quarter mile at Lima Land Motorsports Park. We will see you then.